Hey wonderful world of the internet, I'm Jenna and this is Let's Talk. And today we're going to watch a lovely video on Fox News.
Satanic temple member says the state government brought this upon itself because putting up the Ten Commandments in the first place makes a religious statement. Our faith panel weighing in now, Bill Donahue, the president of the Catholic League, David Silverman, the president of American Atheists, and Rabbi Shmuley Boteach. I hope I got that right. Founder of This World, the Values Network. All right, because you have the toughest name. Starting with you, Rabbi.
Let's just start off with how awesome it is that it's called the Values Network.
Today. All right, you kidding me now? Are we making a mockery of everything with regard to Christianity in this society? Now we're going to have a satanic monument next to the Ten Commandments? Really?
Well, if they can find one satanic worshiper among the founding fathers, maybe Benedict Arnold and Aaron Burr, perhaps, then that...
What does that have to do with anything? All the people who founded this country, guess what, are dead and irrelevant to this conversation. Those people died hundreds of years ago. They don't have any say over what our country does now. And if they did, our country would be a lot different.
That can be traced back to some American heritage, but let's be absolutely emphatic. This is ridiculous. It's not just that it's a mockery. It actually demeans America. America is exceptional because of its values. Now we're going to start working.
Exceptional because of its values, which obviously all come from Christianity.
Worshiping Satan. What are we going to do? Slaughter goats and drink their blood in public?
I don't know a lot about Satanism, but I know that there was a story in the Bible where they were told to slaughter goats and smear their blood over their doorways. So...
The United States worships God. It just doesn't impose the worship of God, and that's the beauty of it. Separation of...
But that's exactly what you're doing. The United States as a whole the government shouldn't worship anything. That's what we're trying to get across here. Individuals can worship things, but not the government itself.
Church and state does not mean that we purge the public sphere of God. It means that we don't force God on people.
And David, you've got it.
But that's what you're doing. That's all you ever do is force God onto people. You know, it's one thing to have the Ten Commandments in front of your church, a nativity scene in front of a church, at your own personal house, but anywhere else that's paid for by everybody's taxes, not okay.
Agree with the rabbi, do you not, that this is absolutely a mockery and ridiculous?
Absolutely, not mockery, not ridiculous. The separation of church and state is what makes America great. Religious freedom means the government doesn't take sides, one religion or another. You may not like the Satanists, guess what? That doesn't matter.
Do you?
Everybody is equal. I don't care.
I like how she says, do you? Like she's trying to prove that he's like some evil Satanist or something. She's like, ooh, gotcha, ooh, you're a Satanist. Got ya.
So you think it's perfectly fine to put a satanic, whatever message they're going to have up there, and an interactive display for children, by the way?
It's not okay to put any of it up there, but it is more not okay to favor one over another.
Phil, how crazy is this?
I mean,
They're so up in arms because it's a Satanism thing. Like I said, I don't know anything about Satanism, but it's just a statue. Just because a statue is there doesn't mean Satan's gonna rise out of the ground, and it also doesn't mean that people walking by are gonna like suddenly convert and become like evil Satanists, which I don't know. They're like all up in arms because it's like, oh my god, it's Satan.
You believe in an invisible man in the sky too. You call him Satan. That doesn't tell me he's being done to perpetrate genocide, slaughter people. I can do their version of that by killing them.
Genocide, slaughter. Where else do those things happen? Oh, the Bible.
It's almost like they went to the craziest group they could find. No offense. To find somebody to go up against.
How is that not supposed to be offensive? I hate when people do that.
The Ten Commandments. I mean, is this how peace has gotten in our society? Really? It's also...
What do you mean PC? You know, I really hate how they always like to play the victims in everything. You're not the victims, you guys are the oppressors. You're victimizing us all the time. But if anybody tries to do anything against you guys, you suddenly we're the poor Christians. Oh, sad face. Like, really? Really? Get over yourself.
Evil we've gotten. I mean, the fact of the matter is the Ten Commandments is a historical monument.
It's not a historical monument. The Bible and everything in it is not history. That means absolutely nothing. It's not about time, place, and matter. The time is the 21st century, where we should be more strict about these kind of things. The place is a government property. Like, wrong.
I'm still one place.
What's the right time and the right place?
Maybe in July sometime. I don't know, but certainly not at this time of the year.
Do you have to worry about your holidays?
No.
I like that point he puts up. We have to worry about your holidays. What does it matter? We can do things, and other groups and other religions can do things whenever the freak they want to. They don't have to, oh no, this is the Christian holiday. We have to wait a month or two. No, they don't. They don't have to wait for you guys to say it's okay. They can do whatever they want.
Quite frankly,
like you guys do.
Look,
Really?
this
They have to worry about your
country
holidays?
was not based on Satan. Now, you may be mistaken on that. I mean, you may have your own
Well, that
belief
doesn't
on
matter what
that.
this country was based on.
It does. No.
I feel so bad for David. He always gets bombarded. Like, he always gets put in the middle. They never let him get his word out all the way. They just overtalk him, and then I feel like he needs to come in with an erasable whiteboard and just write what he wants to say and put it up there, because they ain't gonna let him say anything.
Listen, they can have it.
I'm sorry to double
But
team
not
you,
there.
but here's the point.
Go ahead, double team.
You're getting desperate. This is the problem. It's one thing to say, we oppose the imposition of the Ten Commandments, and you take a rational point of view,
we do.
and we let the court sort it out. That's the beauty of a democracy. But to be
No, the court sorted out. The thing is, you're getting upset because the court wants to sort out. When he came on there saying that they wanted the Ten Commandments taken down, they said all the same points. Oh, that, our founding fathers were Christian, and blah, 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 and it's part of our heritage. They said all the same things. So you're not letting the court debate it. You're not letting the justice system debate it. You guys are trying to take over everything. When it comes to this, you're just trying to keep it there because that's what you want, because you think that you're better than everybody else. I mean, not Christians as a whole, but especially these guys up here.
reduced to Satan worship.
It's so
Come on.
crazy.
No lower than any other.
No, but
sorry.
guys.
You may wish it were, but Satanism is
But you
no
do-
lower than
as an
Catholicism.
atheist,
It's
you
no
believe-
lower than Judaism.
As an atheist,
You guys both have religions that do
Hard
real
to
bad
believe
things.
there's an even crazier topic out there. Remember this classic Seinfeld moment?
8 Christmases ago, I went to buy a doll for my son. I reached for the last one they had, but so did another man. As I rained blows upon him, I realized there had to be another way. What happened to the doll? It was destroyed. But out of that, a new holiday was born. A Festivus for the rest of us.
No, please. That's a classic episode. I mean, the episode was funny, but not Festivus. Explaining the origin of the fake holiday.
Because, if it's anything that goes even slightly against your religion, it's not funny.
Fake holiday, Festivus. But now a nearly
It's a fake holiday. All holidays are fake. If you want to... Okay, never mind. Just keep going.
6-foot-tall Festivus pole made from empty beer cans about to go up at the Florida State Capitol. I'm not kidding. It's part of a not-so-subtle protest against the nativity scene already on display there. Bill, I am so outraged by this.
Why are you outraged? What does it matter to you? If you get to have your nativity scene, then everybody else gets to have whatever they want up there too. Simple as that.
Why do I have to drive around with my kids to look for nativity scenes and be like, oh yeah, kids, look, there's baby Jesus behind the Festivus pole?
Whoa. What does it matter? Why do I have... If we want to talk points like that, why do I have to drive around Christmas time and be so annoyed with all the nativity scenes? Why don't I get to say, hey kid, look, there's the Festivus statue or scene behind baby Jesus? Like, I can say the same thing. Anybody can say the same thing. So, you know what? Your religion, your holiday doesn't get to over-trump anybody else's. So,
Leave out of beer cans. It's nuts.
Remember a couple of years ago we had a Supreme Court decision that said the gays in their own contingent could not march in the St. Patrick's Day parade. Okay, leaving aside the private segment of it, we don't want to have the Klan out there on Martin Luther King Day.
Notice how this guy
with
goes to
monuments right next
extremes.
to a bust of Martin Luther King. We don't want to have neo-Nazis out there to stick at the Jews on Yom
Hail Hitler.
Kippur. And we shouldn't have people out there ready to thrash Christianity, given that proximity. Let them do it some of the time and some of the place.
Well, look, I don't want to be extreme here. I'm not going to compare the atheists to the Klan or to neo-Nazis. They are not that. But I will say that I have no problem if atheists want to have a rational display and they want to argue for logic in America and they think that religion is going overboard, and because I think that faith has to be balanced with reason.
This is the only
Why
smart
something
thing he
so
says the whole
extreme,
thing.
like beer cans. By the way, I like the beer cans idea. I wish we had it in this way.
But my point, Rabbi,
What do you do with
my point
beer
is,
cans?
David,
I'm asking you, throw them out in the garbage.
David, why is it always on December 25th or in and around Christmas? Because if you did it in July, nobody would care.
That's the point. Nobody would care. Nobody would notice. The point of doing these things is to get noticed, is to get the point across to the public that the things that they're doing, that the Christians are getting away with, are not constitutional. That's the whole point. If you did it in July, no one would give a hoot, and therefore the whole purpose of it would be lost.
The season doesn't belong to Christianity. The season belongs to everybody.
80% of America
That doesn't matter.
But why
That doesn't
Christianity,
matter.
wait a minute. Christianity stole the season from the solstice.
Stole the season?
Sorry.
You don't even believe that.
Sorry.
It's so sad how ignorant they are. David's bringing up a proper point. December 25th, or around that time, was a pagan holiday. Most of the Christmas traditions were celebrated by the pagans who were worshiping the winter solstice. Look it up. That's actual history. He's not making it up. That's what the origin of Christmas was. The Pope and the people and all the religious people were arguing about what day should we nominate, like have a holiday for Jesus' birthday, because, you know, they didn't really know when Jesus was born because it's not specific in the Bible. And they were like, hey, these people are already doing a pretty cool thing. Let's make it there. Like, that's basically what happened. Go to the History Channel and watch the origins of Christmas. It's there.
Believe
Jeremiah 10.
Yeah, we're going to cite the Bible. Just because it's your holy book doesn't mean we're not allowed to read it and criticize it for the crap that's in it. Quote it from Satan, it'd be more believable. So what you're trying to say is that he's a Satanist. Because this stupid war on Christmas thing, it really irritates me. They're so ignorant to believe that their holiday that they made up is so freaking special and so more important than anybody else's that they can just dominate it and claim it, that the whole month, the whole season as theirs.
Yeah, and let me make this point, and then I'll shut up. There is no wrong way to celebrate the season. It belongs to all of us. You want to do it with religion? I say it's much better without religion. Dump the church. You don't like it anyway.
That's a little overboard, David.
Happy Festivus.
It's a fake holiday. Guys, I got it.
See, you can't even hear David behind all of their nonsense where he's saying all holidays are man-made. So therefore, how can, like, he doesn't say the therefore part. But that's right, they're all man-made. So how is one holiday more real than the other? How can you call one holiday fake and one holiday real when they're made by man? They're both the same concept. They're just a day of celebrating something created by man. Therefore, they are all equal. I don't know what point he's trying to make there. Yeah, okay, that's where we trail off. But, I mean, do you just, even just watching the video without me saying anything, do you see the insanity and the ignorance that comes from these people? Like, do you see what, I just don't understand why they think their holiday and their commandments and their holy book are so much so much specialer than everybody else's. It doesn't make any sense. get off your high horse and just stand on equal ground with all of us. You're not better than anybody else. You're equal. We're all supposed to be equal. And when someone tries to fight the almighty Christian religion, they play dead. They play victims. Like, oh, why is everyone trying to fight us? Oh, we're fighting you because you're being wrong. You're wrong.